I was going to be a professional comedian. I had won one amateur night. Had never been in a comedy club in my life. Won one amateur night and the light bulb went off. This is what I was been praying for. I've been asking God, show me what I can do with my life, because I just didn't know what to do with it. Sent me to that comedy club. I won that amateur night. That was it. I was for sure this was it. But I want you to understand something. I was the only one that was for sure. Nobody else in my life thought that was a smart ass move. All you gotta do is change, man. Even the suits I used to wear, my suits were 29 at the knee. My jackets had to touch my middle finger. I had a minimum of 4 buttons on that suit. I like 5 or 6 though. My wife one day said, Steve, why don't you wear a different type of suit? I said, baby, it's urban wear. This is what we wear in Cleveland, Detroit, Philly, Chicago. This is what we wear. I ain't finna change. She said, Steve, God is finna take you somewhere. You finna be in mainstream America. I said, what you talking about? I'm a comedian. I don't got to fit in mainstream. I'm funny. She said, no, Steve, God finna take you somewhere else. I didn't know what my wife was talking about. Then I wrote a book, got a talk show, got a game show. Next thing I knew, I was in mainstream America. My wife told me that. And she said, you gotta look mainstream. You can't put them big suits on and people can't wear to work. I said, baby, you ain't say nothing when we was married. She said, I was waiting to marry you so I could change. I said, damn. If I had just kept my foot on the gas pedal in my 20s. I spent all of my 30s making up for all the mistakes I made in my 20s. I spent all of my 40s being what I could have been in my 30s. That's what I would tell my 20-year-old self, if I could just keep my foot on the gas. Because when you're 20, man, you just think it's all good. Nah. Them 20s some important years. You know, I messed my credit up in the 20s. I did a lot of 20s that I paid for dearly. I could change that. But then again, at the same time, I needed everything in my life to happen in the exact order that it happened in order for me to be who I am today. And that's the thing that you have to remember, that God is processing. Everything that's happening to you now is just the process. God is going to give you everything you ask for if you keep the faith. But you have to keep the faith. If you keep the faith, you are going to get everything you ask for at an appointed time. But you got to stay faithful so you can get to the appointed time. Most people give up long before the appointed time. You're going to get everything plus some stuff you never even asked for if you keep the faith. That's what you have to do. If you do that, man, I can't even tell you what he do. Because he took me way past what I thought when I was Kings of Comedy, I thought that was it. That's all I ever wanted to do. We wanted to premier stand-ups in the country. Kings of Comedy hit. We toured for 4 or 5 years, man. All we made money. We were the premier stand-ups in it. And you can believe all you want if you ain't gonna put no effort behind it. So I just pounded the gift. It just so happens I have a gift that I've learned to multiply. And then I put some financial goals to it. And through the grace of God, I got it. I mean, you know, but really, if you look at my life, it's really God's grace, man, because I don't really deserve the life I had. I really don't. I don't work no harder than no other man in here. This is favor. God just showed me favor. He gave me a life way bigger than one I was planning on wasn't this big. I didn't see all this happen. That's why I kill when people win awards and they go, you know, I always knew I'd be here. Good. I'd be stunned when I watch people on the award show. You know, I always knew I'd be here. I dreamed of this. Really? You dreamed of this? I didn't. I didn't even know this existed. I know nothing about no jets. I was a little boy, jet. I wanted a bike. You know, people kill me, man. They get there And they don't say nothing to God about it. That's why your hand don't go back there on your back, because it don't belong back there. You ever try to pat yourself on the back? It don't go back there because it don't belong back there. And you got people, man, get up on these award shows and they don't mention God. They ain't got nothing to say to God. They go to the other side. I had a fire manager one time. I was on stage thanking God at this award show. When I came on stage, you know, Steve always getting on stage thanking God. He don't never thank the people. I went, whoa, dog, hold on. When you take yourself to put yourself in front of God on the list of things I should be thanking, it's time for me and you separate. Because I don't know who you think you are. You're not it, bro. You're not the reason. He wouldn't told everybody he was the reason for my success. But you're not. I made him. We'll make another. I got better ideas. Make yourself. Just don't make you. If you know how to make a star, make yourself one. It pay good. You ain't even got to go find a client. Just do you. So, you know, man, see, life is 10% what happens to you. It's 90% what you do about it. You ain't got to be washed white as snow. Because I didn't get that. I didn't get saved like that. I got washed, but I just got rinsed off. I did not get the wash white as snow version. I still got dirt on me. But show me something that has grown into something beautiful that didn't have no dirt on it. You take a seed and throw it on the concrete. Don't put no dirt on it and watch what happens. See, you get tripped out because you got dirt on you. But you need dirt on you to develop. Because dirt ain't just dirt. Dirt is fertilizer. Dirt is nutrients. Dirt gives you the strength for your seed to push through. See, you gotta have dirt on you to push through something. Everything you see that's beautiful starts out as a seed, but that seed got to get dirt on it. See, you get mad when haters come your way. You get mad because you get a setback. You get mad because you get thrown off course. You get mad because you get a detour. That's just dirt. You get mad because they talking about you. That's dirt. You get mad because you lost your mama.
Let our soft, gentle curve gently care for all of yours. The Dove Beauty Bar, made with...
Nothing you want is going to happen in your time. It almost never does. How many times have you wanted to have something to happen at a particular time and day and it didn't happen? You know how many times that's happened to you? It happens all the time. So everything you ask God for, it comes in a process. It's going to happen, especially if you write it down. That's the secret. Everything you want has to be written. This is a principle of success that isn't often taught. It's the never giving up that hurts people the most. You pray for something, you ask God for something, then when it don't happen in your time, then you create these human excuses. Well, I guess it wasn't meant to be. I guess it wasn't the Lord's will. It'll never happen. That just didn't happen in your time. But I can almost assure you, nothing you want is going to happen in your time. It almost never does. How many times have you wanted to have something to happen at a particular time and day and it didn't happen? You know how many times that's happened to you? That happens all the time.
It's time the winner is clear. 7 out of 10 cats prefer blue taste because the diamonds and the tasteful, delicious natural ingredients. It's easy to see why. The tasteless. A taste cats love baked with natural ingredients.
I wanted to bite one Christmas. Went downstairs and wasn't there. I mean, man, come on now. I was pissed at Santa Claus, my daddy. I was pissed at everybody. I didn't get that new bike for another 2 Christmases. But I got it, and when I got it, I appreciated the bike, and I took better care of it. Because I needed it, you know, and I wanted it so crazy, you know, because reason I did like, because we were poor, so I would ask my father for stuff that was like unreasonable. You know, my daughter asked for horses. My daughter's an equestrian rider. I bought her horses. She rides horses in Wellington, and she was an equestrian rider. Didn't work like that when I was growing up. I asked my daddy for a pony. Told me to go outside and put some hair on your bike. So So everything you ask God for, it comes in a process. It's going to happen, especially if you write it down. That's the secret. If he gets you to never follow your dream, chase your dream, he robs you of your destiny. If he causes you to think that this is all my life is, he has caused you to rob you of your destiny. This is yours. You're the captain, you're the master, you're the foreman, you're the general, you're the head. Don't give control of this to nobody, especially the devil. The difference between successful people and non-successful people is what goes on in between you. That's it. They're not smarter than you. God don't love them more than he loves you. It's just that they thought themselves into a different position. And that's all. You have to master this. When you have thoughts that are negative, that's not God. That's Satan. He's doing everything he can to keep you from being who God made you to be. You gotta get focused, man. Do not let Satan come in here and function and operate, because he has one mission: to keep you off course, to make you not think it's possible. I knew it. Just come stay around here. I come down here to do the gift. I keep telling the jokes. I'm telling you, God has an incredible life for you. All you gotta do is ask him for it. Be willing to put in the work. But now this work part is hard. Success is hard. But let me ask you a question. Ain't not being successful hard too? So now which hard you want? You want the hard with some options and some benefits, or you want the hard when ain't nothing going on? I'm gonna take the hard with the option and benefits. Give me that hard. Let me try that. I can take a sentence or a thought and make it comical. Now, one dude told me once that, yeah, well, I hear you saying it, it's hard, but you ain't funny to me. I ain't gonna be funny to you. You've never bought a ticket to see me. No, I haven't. I still made it. It doesn't matter what nobody else thinks. What think I do? I don't think you funny. Listen, let me tell you something. If you can think of something to get $10 for, I bet all of you have something that God has gifted you with that you can convince somebody to give you $10 for. I'm gonna show you how to become a millionaire. All you need is to have one thing that you can get $10 for. I don't care if it's cutting hair, cutting grass, painting, babysitting, typing papers, walking dogs. I don't care what it is. Just get somebody to give you $10. All I want you to do is do it. Babysit. You can be a millionaire doing eyebrows. You can be a millionaire cutting grass. You can be a millionaire as a barber, painting houses. You already have a gift. God has already given you a gift. He gave it to you at birth. You was born with it. God ain't never created a soul he didn't give a birth to. You need that he didn't give a gift to at birth. You sitting up in here, if you're poor today, it's because you're tripping. You just tripping. You done talked yourself out your God-given gift. You done got some fucking job somewhere. You're trying to get like you was happy with it. Now they furloughed you, now you're disappointed. You ought to be jumping for joy. Walk your up the hall, go take your gift God gave you and turn yourself into a millionaire.
Through the honors program at the Cells Academy, I was able to graduate and get accepted into one of the best undergraduate TED programs in the country. Through online learning at the Cells Academy, I found more challenging courses that propelled me towards excellence and security.
Somebody told me one time, if there's 3 people on the boat, and a person dive off the boat to swim to shore, and he get 100 yards away from the boat, and he drowned and sink. Then the next person dive in the water, and he get 500 yards off the boat, but he drowned and sink. And the last man get off the boat, he dives in the water, and he gets 6 feet away from shore, and he drowned, and he died. Who the better swimmer? Who the better swimmer? Y'all drown, I don't care how far you go. You can sit up here, man, you can keep talking this perfection thing as you want. You get as close as you want. We all gonna come short when it comes to perfection. Look, form a relationship with God just the way you are. God take you just the way you are. Matter of fact, God shaped me up just like he did. See, he take dudes like me. He take old hoodlum dudes. And he, like you hear people, they say they got saved, and they got washed white as snow. You hear people say that. I ain't get that version. I just got risked off. When I looked up, got saved, I still had dirt. Now, if you got the whitest snow version, congratulations. But that ain't really how it goes. God take people like me. I'm an imperfect soldier for Christ. And he allows me to say things on his behalf. And you may not like the way I say it. You might not like my method. But I'm just telling you the truth, that you can be an imperfect person and have a relationship with God. That's all I'm trying to tell you. You ain't got to believe me. Because once again, I'm not in the soul conversion business. If you want to go to hell, back. It's none of my business. But if you're struggling and you're looking for a way out and you lost a little bit, I'm telling you that God is in the forgiving business. That God is in the get your life together business. That God is in the make your dream come true business. That God is in the accept you as you are business. You can't fix yourself. If you can fix yourself, wouldn't you have done it by now? You can't fix yourself, but he can't. God took somebody like me and turned me into something. And I'm telling you right now, I have no business even being here. If it wasn't for God's grace, I can't even explain my career. I can't even, somebody ask me all the time, how you get on the TV show? I can tell you flat out, I have no idea. Because all I asked for was glory. You know what that is? That's called grace. That's God's unmerited favor. That's because, man, if you ask God for something, he'll do exceedingly abundantly over all you think I ask. And all you got to do is honor him. So I'm standing here honoring him. And the reason I'm standing here, because when I was homeless and I had nothing, I told God, if you let me make it, when I get there, I'm going to tell everybody about it. So I'm telling you about it. You ain't got to believe me, but I'm holding up my hand to the deal. I appreciate y'all coming. Let me show you this. We all live inside a bubble, right? This is our world. We go to church here. We work over here. We go get our coffee over here. We go to this park over here. We usually go over here to, hang out with friends. This is our favorite club. This is our world. This is our favorite spot on the beach. We all live in this bubble. What you gotta do to get the life that God wants you to have, you gotta put more air in your bubble.
Wherever you want to go, the California State University is where you will be free. Because we believe that a better journey starts with a better you first.
You got to blow your bubble up. Expand yourself. Take yourself out your comfort zone. Do not live in your bubble. Put some more air in your bubble. If you stay in your comfort zone, that's where you will fail. You will fail in your comfort zone. Success is not a comfortable procedure. It is a very uncomfortable thing to attempt. So you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable if you ever want to be successful. Start putting some pressure on. Put some pressure on yourself. Get out here and get about it. Look, I love to sugarcoat this thing for you. I love to tell you, look, you go out here and get rich, do a couple of things, day out. You gotta get real darkish. You gotta get downright funky if you wanna make it. Now, like I was telling you before, if you wanna be ordinary, you ain't even gotta listen to me. Just go about your business. If you think ordinary is cool, ain't no problem. It's some really, really wonderful ordinary people. But if you are sitting in this room and you have extraordinary aspirations, then you're gonna have to you put extra on top of ordinary, and you come up with extraordinary. There's no other way. I'm sorry, but here's the fact. All of you have extraordinary capabilities. All of you. You have to decide if you're willing to do the things to put you in that category. Rich people don't sleep 8 hours a day. That's a third of your life. Even 24 hours in a day. You cannot be sleep 8 hours a day. You can't live in LA and wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's 11 o'clock on the East Coast. The stock market been over 2 hours. They're already making decisions about your life and your ass will sleep. The Bible says, he who loves to sleep and the folding of hands, poverty will set upon you like a thief in the night. He who loves to sleep and the folding of hands, poverty will set upon you like a thief in the night. I'm gonna ask you one question, I'm gonna go. How many of you in here know somebody who loves to sleep? Who knows somebody that loves to sleep? Let me ask you something. AJ Poe. Your gift will make room for you. Now, what is your gift? It's the thing that you do the absolute best with the least amount of effort. That's your gift. Quit running away from the gift. Your gift will make room for you. Stop trying to be something you ain't gifted at. Nobody asked you to go down here and study to be a dentist, and you ain't really good at that. Quit going down to the church trying to sing. You can't sing. Okay. All they doing is making chicken. They just found a way to do it. Somebody just started making chicken. You know the story of Marie Callender's? Do you know what this woman did, man? She worked for a diner, a greasy spoon diner that was going out of business. It was her only job. She was a single mother. It was her only job. She needed that job, but the diner was gonna close. So she went to the owner of the diner and said, let me bake